Hello everyone from the Avian Reconditioning Center. My name is Devin. I'd like to give you a quick update on one of our patients. On Tuesday, December 27th, we received a barred owl showing signs of dehydration and being generally weak. This made for our 148th admit and our 11th barred owl for the year. After our vet took a look at him, it was determined that he was likely poisoned. It is not uncommon for birds of prey to eat rats or mice which have recently eaten poison. We started off by giving her some fluids with electrolytes as well as a high-calorie paste to give her some energy. We also gave her a medication meant to flush any remaining poison out of her system. So we're starting off by giving her a little bit of organ meat. We're giving her some heart, lungs, and liver, things that are a little bit higher in vitamins and lower in fat, things that are going to give her a lot more energy. I'm going to use my one hand to prop her mouth open while I'm using the other hand to push the food down into her throat. Now, once we're done with the solid food, we're going to be administering some fluids orally. Now, this is a electrolyte and vitamin mixture. Now, the kennel that we have set up has her head elevated. We'll either use a pad or a towel to elevate her head. And the purpose of that is to keep any of the fluids or the food that we just put in her from coming back up or draining out. And we don't want her to choke on that. Now, she is still pretty weak, and we just did stress her out quite a bit. So she's not going to move too much. She's still not standing on her own. But we're going to keep her quiet and covered. Something important to point out is that while administering food and fluids, we have to be careful to make sure that we don't allow anything to go down the trachea. The picture shown is of a red-tailed hawk, and you can see the trachea behind the tongue. When we place food or a tube down the throat, we are putting it to the side of the trachea, usually the left or the right. That's why you might notice that I'm moving her head around so I can see inside and monitor this. And as I'm giving water or any kind of fluids, I'm making sure it doesn't come back up the throat. So I have to watch my pacing as well. So this is her second feeding for the day. You can tell that she has a little bit more energy than this morning. We're going to start by giving her some food and then followed by some fluids again. So one of the things we like to see when we're working with birds that are really weak, we like to see a little bit of fight in them. You'll notice here that as I'm pulling my finger out, she starts to bite down. That we really like seeing. Shows that they're starting to get a little more energy, a little bit more fight, a little more spunk. And then we know that we're starting to get on the right track. Now, once we were done giving her fluids, we let her look around on her own, didn't hold her head back. We're trying to see what her reaction was. And she definitely was looking around. She started to pay attention to different things. She looked at one of our other staff members. Again, this is what we like to see. We like to see them getting interested, having a little more energy. Now, as we were putting her back, we did hear a little bit of a sound, sounding like a gurgle. So we took her back out. And as you see here, we're going to start looking down her throat, making sure the water's not coming back, making sure we didn't give her too much. So for a bird who came in with very little energy and being potentially poisoned, we're happy with the improvement. It's still not a guarantee that she'll make it, but we have high hopes. Thank you for watching, and let us know if you have any questions.